Manchester City are back. I'm going to say that again. Manchester City are back and they are the most dominant team all around Europe. They've just comfortably destroyed, humbled and embarrassed Juventus 5-2, who won, Manchester City won. You had Jeremy Doku scoring, Kalulu even shivering his timbers and giving an own goal. Erling Haaland scoring, Foden scoring and Savinho scoring. That Savinho goal is the best goal this whole tournament. Phil Foden scoring a beautiful goal, link-up play, Edison to Haaland, finding Foden, but then he left it to Savio to then give it to Foden. But it's just... This team, I named 5 players. Obviously, one is Juventus. The 4 players I named in Man City, bear in mind, I left out the likes of Ryan Cherky, baller. Reinders, baller. Ait Nori, baller. Edison, Ruben Diaz, Gvardiol. I've left out so many more players. And they're just all ballers. Matthias Nunes. This team is stacked with players and squad depth. Manchester City are back. They are the best team in Europe and no one is stopping them right now. They could honestly win the Premier League and Champions League next season. I wouldn't even be surprised if they do the quadruple next season. I'm not even joking. They might win the Club World Cup, come next season, win the whole shebang.
Atletico Madrid has been eliminated from the FIFA Club World Cup. And they might have been eliminated in the most Atletico Madrid way possible. Because how do you manage to win 2 games? They all basically got turns on Seattle Sounders. Because that is crazy. And Seattle Sounders wasn't bad. They actually put up a fight with pretty much every team, I think, besides PSG. But they weren't too bad. So Botafogo, Atletico Madrid, PSG, Paris Saint-Germain took turns on Seattle Sounders. They all got those 3 points. And then after that, you lose out of goal difference? That's the most Atletico Madrid way of getting eliminated from a championship that I know of. And it's kind of crazy that ever since he became a professional, Julian Alvarez, this is his first season without a trophy. His first season without a trophy. It's the first one, not a River Plate, not a Manchester City, not even just with Argentina. It's the one time he goes to Atletico Madrid. An immovable object was not able to stop the unstoppable force, or the unstoppable force wasn't able to defeat the immovable object. That is crazy. Anyways, we will see what kind of moves Atletico Madrid does now in the summer with the transfer window before the season starts. I do believe they need some reinforcement in the midfield. I don't know who is available. I don't know what kind of money or what kind of signings they're looking for. But that's truly what I think it's missing. Maybe another striker, just because Griezmann might not be his best self anymore. But who knows? Who knows? Colchonero fans, you guys let me know in the comments.
When Ronaldo versus Porto, he loses 4-0. When Messi versus Porto, he wins 2-1 and scores one of the greatest free kicks I've ever seen in my entire life. Every single time Messi gets a free kick, it feels like he's getting a penalty because of the amount of times he scores a free kick is basically the amount of times players score a penalty, basically all the time. Messi also wins man of the match again. Busquets played so good this game. Him and Messi, it was like watching them back at Barcelona. He's old, but he's still playing at a great level. His close contact, ball movement, dribbling, passing, like reading of the game is literally still perfect. Because I guess at the position that he plays, it's not like you have to be like super young or athletic, but like he just runs with a reason. He plays with a reason. He passes with a reason. He played really good today. He played amazing today. And now Messi has 68 free kicks. I think he's like 9 off the record holder. I don't even care, bro. I mean, he's the greatest free kick taker of all time. I don't care. I mean, I'm saying it. I've been saying it that he's the best free kick taker of all time.
Lionel Messi is not human. I'm gonna say that again. Lionel Messi is not a human. How can you be human scoring free kick goals like this? 68 free kick goals scored in his career in a Club World Cup. Bro, Lionel Messi has scored in every single competition. You name it. La Liga, Spanish Super Cup, Copa del Rey, Champions League. He scored everywhere. Bro, he scored in the World Cup. He scored in the Copa America. He scored in the Club World Cup. Lionel Messi even scored on FIFA FC 25. Where doesn't he score goals? Lionel Messi. This guy cannot be human. It's And Inter Miami are still doing good. It's the Club World Cup and Inter Miami look like they're going to be qualifying for the... They're going to actually be in the round of 16. Lionel Messi might actually win a Club World Cup with Inter Miami. I now need to drink the orange Dio.
European club just beat a South American club for the first time at the Club World Cup. But this Bayern Munich versus Boca Juniors game, Harry Kane scored the first goal of the game in the 18th minute for Bayern Munich. My friends, don't let this deceive you, because if there's anything we're learning at the Club World Cup so far is that we cannot sleep on these South American teams. South American teams are good, they're tricky, they're relentless, they don't give up. Inject this into my football veins. Which reminds me of the goal that Boca Juniors scored to equalize the match, where they dipsy-doodled Bayern Munich. What a freaking goal! Boca Juniors fans, this stadium looked like it was going to erupt. Look how much it means to their fans. Look at this guy, he's crying that they just tied Bayern Munich. But unfortunately for Boca Juniors, it just wasn't enough, because Elise ended up scoring the game-winning goal for Bayern Munich. Shout out Boca Juniors and shout out South American football, because it took 10 matches at the Club World Cup for a team to lose.
Europeans can't handle the American heat. Europeans can't handle the American heat. As South American, or Messi will win the Club World Cup. 2026, Argentina is winning the World Cup. It's confirmed. Final versus Morocco, bro. It's confirmed. The Europeans can't handle the heat, bro. It's over. They're losing today. PSG losing today. PSG losing the next half. Yo, it's over. They're lucky they're going to go through. They will still go through. Boca and PSG will go through. Atletico Madrid is not going through. Atletico Madrid ain't going through, bro. You're lucky, bro. Boca and PSG will go through, bro. These Europeans can't handle the heat, bro. They can't handle a little smoke, bro. They can't handle a little California desert weather, bro. They can't handle a little 95 degrees, bro. They can't... What's humidity, bro? They can't handle the humidity, bro. It's over. It's over, bro. Ain't no European club winning a Club World Cup, bro. Messi whooping on Porto. Boca whooping on the Champions League champions.
Man City means business in this FIFA Club World Cup, man. They've definitely been the most impressive European side in this FIFA Club World Cup, man. I mean, they've won all their games very convincingly as well. They've only conceded 2 goals, I believe, scoring like 9 goals. I mean, they've been absolutely brilliant. And Pep as well has been able to rotate a few players as well to give them some rest, to make sure they are ready for the knockout stage, man. Obviously, Juventus, despite getting battered 5-2 by Man City today, they are through, obviously, because they won the other 2 games as well, man. But yeah, this FIFA Club World Cup, where a lot of European sides have not really been overly impressive. Like I said, Man City have definitely been the most impressive side, man. If you think about all the other sides, Bayern Munich, they've lost. PSG, they've lost. Atletico Madrid, they've been eliminated. You understand? So Man City are definitely taking care of the business, and they're waiting to see in Real Madrid's group who will be the 2 teams to qualify to finish first or second, man. So Man City and Juve know who they'll be facing, man. But yeah, man, Man City today, dominant performance, and 5-2 win is really highly impressive.
No. Bayern Munich have lost. Bayern Munich have lost to Benfica 1-0, which means Chelsea have caught life tonight by the fact that they will not be facing Bayern Munich in the next round. But all we need is Tunis to win today against Chelsea, and Chelsea are knocked out. So now we will focus on the Chelsea game and hoping that they lose. Chelsea, tonight I've got a big eye on this game. Lose this game today, I will absolutely be smiling. Bayern Munich, you let me down. Good shit, Benfica. Will Chelsea ever beat Benfica next round? Probably not, but I really wanted Bayern Munich to do them.
The best team in the world just lost to 8th place in the Brazilian league. I repeat, 8th place. And I was hearing people say that the Nations League is better than the Copa America. That's so disrespectful, it's crazy. Like the Euros versus Copa America, that's debatable, right? You could say Euros got more, like, better teams. They got a wider range of very elite teams. But Copa America is rough. Copa America, they will try to hurt you. Copa America is like a team. It's like they're all Atletico Madrid. It's like a tournament full of Atletico Madrids, and the referees are chill. And I can't believe I'm gonna say this, but I think I'm gonna have to. Am I the only one that's kind of liking this Club World Cup? Like, some crazy things have happened. Maybe just because Messi's playing so well. I can't believe they beat Porto. And Botafogo, yeah, my dearest apologies. I did not know you guys had sauce like this. You guys got Johnny Depp and you got Snoop Dogg at your game wearing your shirts. That's crazy.
This man right here is a freak. 38 years old and he's still doing shit like this. What else can't Lionel Messi do? Because at this point, free kicks are like penalties to him. For real though, this man just carried Inter Miami to a win against a Portuguese giant, Porto, with a free kick. Are you taking the piss? Poor Pepe in the stands, bro. This guy has had enough of the little man's torment. And look where the free kick landed. Oh my lord. This man wasn't even trying, bro. I'm telling you. Because if he was, it would have been right there. But yeah, who the fuck says Messi isn't clutch? Because not only did he carry this sorry-ass Inter Miami team to a win, scoring potentially the goal of the tournament, but he also picked up the man of the match too. I'm sorry. This is what the difference is between him and Ronaldo. Like, Ronaldo can win the game, but Messi is the game. But yeah, guys, this is now Inter Miami's first win in the Club World Cup, all thanks to Messi. This guy just took a brand new club from nothing to one of the most historic teams in the MLS. That's just what goes through, bro. They should rename this team to Inter Messi. But yeah, don't get me wrong, Porto were cooking this game. They were just unlucky they couldn't make it 2-0 with this insane goal line clearance. But yeah, imagine if this man wins the trophy with this squad. I'm telling you now, Ballon d'Or.
Everyone is worried Vinicius Jr. is leaving Real Madrid because he removed it from his bio and he deleted all of his Real Madrid posts on his Instagram. Because firstly, he used to have @Real Madrid in his Instagram bio and it's no longer there. It's just his institution. And then he had pictures of him winning the Champions League with Real Madrid as his pin post, but he's removed them too. What does this mean? And he's replaced them with pictures of just him and also him in a Brazil shirt. Everybody is confused. Does this mean he's going to leave Real Madrid? Some fans are even speculating it's because he's jealous of Mbappe, because Mbappe is now seen as the main man of Real Madrid, but this wasn't the case before Mbappe joined, and Vinny is now jealous, so he wants to leave, just like Neymar left Barcelona to make his own name at another club. And the fact that the Real Madrid players like Valverde showed up to training with faces like this really makes me concerned. Xabi Alonso too was seen talking to someone, but look at Xabi Alonso's face. I'm sure that this is also because of their recent draw against Al Hilal, but just look, this is not a normal reaction. And this was Vinny himself during today's training, and something clearly isn't right.
Lionel Andres Messi. I had to say the full government name because, wow. I'm guessing by now you've all watched the game. Final score in Atlanta between Inter Miami and Porto. Inter Miami 2, Porto 1, but there's only one man everybody's going to be talking about. And that's Messi, as he finally got his first goal at the FIFA Club World Cup. And don't get me wrong, it wasn't an outstanding performance. Yes, large parts of the game, you know, he was walking around waiting for the right opportunity to have that little burst of pace to try and make something happen. But the thing with Messi is, even though he's getting older, the playmaking at his age is out of this world. Some of the passes that this guy was playing, serving the likes of Luis Suarez up front, serving his teammates, making runs in behind. Really and truly, with that type of playmaking, he should still be playing in Europe. Let's be honest. Yes, he might not be scoring at the same rate he used to back in the day. And yes, his teammates now at Inter Miami are not the most glamorous. And I'm saying this because I'm comparing his teammates now at Inter Miami to his teammates with the national team. Complete difference. And with Argentina, the players he's playing with there, they've got way more quality than the players he's playing with at Inter Miami. Yes, he's got the likes of Busquets, Suarez and Jordi Alba still playing there, but let's be honest, they're not the same anymore. And that free kick, oh my God. To be fair, we've got to be honest here. That was very soft. Very, very soft. But let me tell you something else. As soon as Messi put that ball down, I knew. Because Messi and free kicks equals cash money. 68 direct free kicks he scored in his career. At this point, free kicks are like penalties to him. The way he just curls them in. Not even trying. No effort. If Inter Miami are going to have any aspirations to go far in this tournament, honestly, just get Messi some free kicks. Get him free kicks just outside the box. And I promise you, they'll be winning games.
people think I don't like Messi, and I hate to burst your bubble, but I love Messi. He's not my greatest of all time, but I think he's an incredible player, one of the greatest players of our generation. Number 2, right underneath Cristiano Ronaldo. And you want to know what I love about Messi? No matter which stage he's on, he freaking gets it done. Aside from his time at PSG. I guarantee you, everyone watching that moment, Dad's like, Messi's going to score this free kick. But you just know that when he's standing there to take that free kick, he's going to freaking get Inter Miami in the lead. And boom, another free kick goal. And this is why I respect Messi so much, because the things he does, you just can't make it up. It's like watching a movie when you watch Messi play. Take that from a Cristiano Ronaldo fan. And for everyone who thinks I can't stand him, you're absolutely wrong, because I watch this guy play, and I thank the football gods every day that we were given 2 players in the same generation like Messi and Ronaldo, that we can sit there still to this day in their later years and be like, holy shit, like they're still doing this.
What on earth did I just watch? Hey, Boca Juniors. I do feel sorry for them. They played good today, but Bayern Munich could have actually scored a lot more goals. Olise was on it. And hopefully that Musiala injury ain't anything serious, man. He did look upset. He did look like it's going to be a painful one. But I really hope we do see Musiala again in the Club World Cup. Bayern Munich scored 3 goals. That goal that was scored in the 80th minute, that was so beautiful. I don't even know how that was offside. But Boca Juniors, I'm not going to lie, I do want to see them in the round of 16. I want to see Cavani play in the next game. They are needing their main players. Boca Juniors are giving Bayern Munich a game with a lot of injuries. Bear in mind, Ander Herrera was suspended as well for this game. So Boca Juniors, Argentinian side, still a very strong team. You got to give them respect, man. Bayern Munich literally scored double digits in the last game. Come to play Boca Juniors and only winning 2-1. South American teams are playing beautiful. I actually thought this game's going to end the draw, but Olise had other plans and he scored a beautiful goal. He asked for the ball and finessed it in the bottom left. And not just that, he nearly scored a free kick right at the end as well. Hey, Bayern Munich, they might win this whole thing because Paris Saint-Germain might not even qualify for the round of 16. I'm loving the Club World Cup. Put Manchester United there, please.
Botafogo, a Brazilian side, just beat the Champions League winners PSG. They just beat the best team in the world. PSG, the team who scored 5 goals in the Champions League final against Inter Milan. PSG, the team who scored 4 goals against Atletico Madrid just a few days ago, was clamped up for the whole match against Botafogo. They didn't score 1 goal. Do you understand how massive this is for Botafogo? This is definitely one of the biggest wins in their history. I'm almost 100% certain that no one saw this coming except Darlan. He is a Botafogo fan, so GG's to him. You guys want to hear something crazy? Botafogo, Palmeiras, Flamengo, and Fluminense have played 6 matches throughout the tournament so far. They've won 4 games, draw 2, and lost none of them. They haven't lost a game yet. As you can see, they've played some pretty good teams. As someone who actually went to Brazil in January, I am so happy that these Brazilian teams are doing so well. We all know Brazilians love football, but when I was in Brazil for 3 weeks, I felt the passion. There's people playing football everywhere, on the beach, on the streets. They love their football, and I'm so happy for them. Botafogo, congrats, man. This is incredible.
I was just watching all of Messi's highlights from last night's game, and I really need to say something. Watching him still be this good is just a reminder that he needs to get a fucking life. How long have you been doing this shit now? He honestly still is one of the best players in the world. Like, let go, step aside, all right, Grandpa. It's time to move on. Wasn't it enough that you were already the best dribbler of all time, the best goal scorer of all time, the best passer of all time, and now he probably is the best free kick taker of all time. Since 2018, he scored 33 pens. And he scored 34 free kicks. Do you know how sad that is? At this age, you should be chilling. You should be on the beach. You should be enjoying Miami. And instead you're out here still sweating it out. Oh, look at me. I'm so good at football. I'm the best ever. Yeah, we get it. We've had enough of it. I actually can't get enough of it. I don't ever want it to end. I feel like he's more stunned than us at watching him. Like, you still just watch him and you think, he's still just the best, isn't he? Like, is Yamal better? Like, is this not just still the best in the world? I don't know.
This right here is a flex, man. Their parents just must be so proud. You understand? I mean, you got Job Bellingham scoring yesterday for Borussia Dortmund as they won their game. in this FIFA Club World Cup. And you got Jude Bellingham the following day scoring as well, helping his team also win their game in this FIFA Club World Cup, man. And the crazy thing is, they just look so similar. Not just physically, I'm talking about the style of play, man. You know, they've got the same frame, same everything. It's crazy. And obviously you can see the little brother is following the footsteps of his older brother, even though there's like how many years between them? There's probably 2 or 3 years between the two brothers. But yeah, man, it's unbelievable, man, just to see that. I mean, he's gone to Dortmund, obviously where Jude went to. Yeah, after, same thing, same story. Jude went from the Championship to Dortmund and then had an unbelievable few seasons at Dortmund and then end up going to Real Madrid. Is that what we're going to see as well with Joe Bellingham? Who knows, man? But yeah, this is a mad flex though. You get me? Imagine parents, you got 2 young guys, 2 young superstars playing at the highest level, man, and both of them scoring as well, man. It must be the greatest feeling.
Bayern Munich are very smart. They don't want to play Chelsea because they know they're about to lose to Chelsea. I'm joking. But yeah, Bayern Munich showed no effort today at all. And in fact, them losing today confirms they're not going to be playing Chelsea in the round of 16. Benfica topping their group gives them a chance to play Chelsea in the round of 16 now. That's right, Benfica won 1-0 against Bayern Munich. And the round of 16 is looking like this. Who would have thought that we're going to see this? Palmeiras vs Botafogo. Hey, yo, Paris Saint-Germain vs Inter Miami. I'm saying it right here, right now. I can't wait. Like, the timing of that game is when the prediction... It's probably the prediction of the game, I mean. And then you got Bayern Munich playing Flamengo. If Bayern Munich finished first, they could have had the chance to play Chelsea. But with Bayern Munich finishing second, they confirmed their opponents as Flamengo. That is probably the smartest thing Bayern Munich have done. But then, if PSG win, they're going to be playing Paris Saint-Germain. If they went through Chelsea, which they probably most likely were going to do, they were going to beat Chelsea, they would have played Botafogo or Palmeiras. So I think Bayern Munich made it harder for themselves.
So I really hope for the World Cup, they really go to more closed stadiums. They either need to put the games after like 8 o'clock at night, right, which would not be good for Europe, or they need to put it inside stadiums. You know, you're doing your best in this heat. You're playing at freaking 3 o'clock, which is peak heat time. You're doing your best. Bayern's doing their best. And Benfica has this 1-0 lead when they sub it by the end past the 70th minute. Benfica's just all in the back. And I could see in Antonio Silva, bro. Antonio Silva, when the water break happened, he put a wet towel around his head. He had his eyes closed. He just kind of has his head up. You can see that he's thinking to himself, how am I going to get through these next 20 minutes of game time? Like, you could see the guy was completely shot, bro. And after the game, man, you see Otamendi punching him and hugging him. And he just has his eyes closed, bro. He's not even looking at nobody. Antonio Silva was melted, bro. Like, he didn't want to go anymore. The fields that these guys are playing on here in America, it's meant for football, American football. And I don't like it. Jude Bellingham's complaining about it. Luis Enrique's complaining about how the ball just bounce. It doesn't bounce. It's awful, lads. Like, it hasn't been a really, like, I like the tournament because we get to watch the South American teams and the fans make a lot of noise. It's awesome. But outside of that, bro, it's not, I don't think it's safe for the players, honestly, lads. I think we can see a lot of injuries. Hopefully that's not the case, but I don't think the stadiums are up for it. So I hope they fix that for the World Cup.
Reason why Manchester City look miles ahead of Juventus, especially in the first 45 minutes at the Club World Cup, is because of Rodri. This is coming from someone who used to call him Robry after winning the Ballon d'Or. But today, Rodri had his first Manchester City start since his ACL injury in September of 2024. So naturally, we all expect Rodri to come out, to have some rust, for him not to be 100% game fit, game ready. But the only thing he had me thinking is that Rodri, at what, 40-50% after being out for an entire year with an ACL injury, came back and made Manchester City better already? With, of course, a great supporting cast. This still hurts my AC Milan heart, but whatever, we're going with it. Look what he's doing in the first 9 minutes against Juventus. Look at where Rodri is. Look at him pick apart this back line, thread that freaking needle. All Doku had to do was cut in, take a shot, and boom, City's in the lead. Build up play, his passes, his football IQ. City's back because Rodri's back.
This is why I don't judge at the beginning of competitions. This is why I don't do it. I knew this FIFA Club World Cup will cook. We will see some surprise. And I know people just sit at home just thinking on how to criticize a tournament that just started, lad. And there you go. Literally, in less than 24 hours, the world has been put on notice this FIFA Club World Cup, I said it, give it a couple more and it will be big. It will be known as a bigger competition than the Champions League. The war does not resolve around just teams in Europe. It's given a chance to teams in Africa, teams in Asia, teams in, in America, teams in South America. Yeah, and now you've seen it. In the last day and a half, we've seen Al Hilal, the Asian team, give problems to Real Madrid. We've seen Inter Miami defeat, of course, Porto. And now we've just seen Botafogo beat PSG. And it started to cook. And the South American teams, it's not new. They have been cooking in this competition. They are turning up with passion and the crowd behind them. This, people don't understand this tournament, right? The time zones is what's making a lot of the stadiums empty. Because the times that we want to watch the games, people that live in Europe, yeah, or in Africa or wherever in Asia, we want to see it in early times. But it's too early in America. It's like 2 or 3 p.m. People are at work. But have you noticed the late games, the ones that where most people are asleep, they're the ones that are cooking. You understand? And now it's putting the tournament on notice, man. Like I said, this tournament was needed. Yeah? And of course, there's going to be some teams that are nowhere near good enough to beat some of the top sides in there. But there will be some teams who are super talented, got super togetherness, super chemistry. And we've seen it against PSG today. A team that showed what real South American football is all about. And PSG had no answer for it. They tried everything, PSG. They tried to create. But they saw these guys will tackle you. They don't give you a second on the ball. And they come together like a pack of wolves, bro. So yeah, man, I'm enjoying this FIFA Club World Cup.
Leroy Sané, man. I was watching this game and I was like, this is Sané at 29? He plays like someone who's in his mid-30s, playing for Bayern Munich on his way out. I just don't know. Like, Sané looks like a shadow of himself. He is not the same Sané that we saw at Schalke when he first came through, and the Sané that we saw at Manchester City. Absolutely not the same. Absolutely not. I just don't know what happened. And it doesn't surprise me that he chose to go to Turkey because, yes, the money played a factor, but would he really have been able to still keep up with the likes of Elise, keep up with the likes of Musiala, I don't think so. This fall-off has to be studied because even in the second half, he had 2 brilliant chances. And when you don't bury those chances, again, he's a seasoned professional. These kind of chances should be tucked away with his eyes closed. 1v1 against the goalkeeper on your strongest foot. Twice, straight at the goalkeeper. I just don't know. The first chance, I can't remember who played that long ball, but the first chance, that should have been you round the goalkeeper, tap in. Easy. The second chance, I don't know why you tried to lift it so close to the goalkeeper. If you're going to lift it, do it a few yards before. So at least, you know, the goalkeeper has to stretch himself to try and reach for the ball. You tried to chip him while being literally next to him, or in front of him, I should say. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I think Bayern have dodged a bullet here by letting him go. Because I know, you know, certain Bayern fans wanted to keep him. I think they've dodged a bullet, you know. This is a clear indication to me, especially that first half, that Bayern need to strengthen in the wing positions. Going into the new season with Coman and Gnabry, whew, yeah, you're going to be suffering, my friend. Bayern need to go into the market and bring someone else in. Atletico Madrid are out of the Club World Cup after winning, not losing, but winning against Botafogo 1-0, but it wasn't enough. Atleti needed 3 goals to go through to the knockout stages because Botafogo had a better goal difference. And I can't help but say, congratulations, Botafogo. This is what we want to see. I told you guys, if you don't want to take this competition serious, take your ass home because other teams will. 23 shots Atleti had today against Botafogo. 1 goal. 1 goal because their whole front line was just misfiring today. And it wasn't just this game. It happened in the first game and it happened in the second game. It just feels like when Julian Alvarez is not turning up, nobody can be bothered to turn up instead. Soloff. I mean, the amount of misses this guy has had. And it's not just this competition, to be fair. It's happened a couple of times during the season where I'm seeing some Athletic clips and Soloff had insane misses. Griezmann is not the same anymore. Correa's on his way out. He's misfired. And all of the other players that are meant to be goal threats, Conor Gallagher, Rodrigo de Paul, like, something's wrong. Something's missing in this Atleti squad. I think they should take a look in the market while it's still open and try and get a creator in, because they desperately need one. I rate Diego Simeone as a coach, and I rate and respect what he's built over the years. But at some point, you're gonna have to, you know, up the levels a little bit. Otherwise, you'll be in and around top 4, top 3 in La Liga, which they've done last year. To be fair, they were top of the league for a bit. But in the crucial moments when it mattered, they misfired and they lost points, dropped points rather, and then they fell down in the table. Because really and truly, can this Atleti side win trophies? Absolutely. But you need players that are going to be killers. And Julian Alvarez is one, but you need more than just one. Botafogo, on the other hand, congratulations. I am so happy. The second Brazilian side to qualify for the round of 16 after Flamengo. Now Botafogo have qualified as well. And honestly, I love to see it. I love to see it. They defy this notion that European teams are above everybody else. Because Atleti are very well known, a household name in football. And look, they won against Botafogo, but in the end, that one goal wasn't enough. And Botafogo play a really good brand of football for this tournament. Sit back, soak up the pressure, hit teams on a break, and be clinical. Today, it wasn't the case, but in the 2 games that they played beforehand, that was the case. And honestly, if they keep up this trend, they can go far. They have a good mixture of youth and experience. For example, Alan, if you remember, Alan played at Napoli, massive experience in Europe. So they need that in that squad, mixed with the young talent that they have. So hey, what can I say, man? I'm enjoying this because Brazilian teams are setting the trend at this Club World Cup. Do Brasil.